Hi guys, welcome back to my Big Brother episode. This is episode 5, and this episode we went some stuff. So last week said whatever his name is, that affected from 5 to 9, and after this we saw Seth crying and telling like, oh my gosh. But whatever. So Keanu. Now, Wally was the one who flipped and kept Amy and evicted whatever his name is. Hell, he would mark that last week, mark that on Thursday. But he is not telling no one. So Keanu is in the lounge, downstairs lounge, and telling Will, I think there was Kelly who flipped. I think Kelly stayed with us. And he said no. Will said no. I'm the 5th vote. Look me in my eyes. I'm the 5th vote. Like, okay, calm down, first of all. Like, we don't need this. Whatever. Well, we don't need you doing all this stuff. So it's just like, whatever. So, Adrian, is, well, he also, Keanu told Wally in the bed, in the living room, hey, was you the first vote? And he said, no, I voted for Amy to go. He didn't, but whatever. I voted Amy to go. But who was in there? Whatever, what was his name? No, he was in there. He was in the room. So, upstairs, in the lounge, upstairs, we got Will, Ava, and, I forgot his name was, him, and he said to Will, oh, Keanu is throwing your name out and saying that you flipped, and Will got so mad, like, he was like running down the steps and telling Kelly, I need to talk to you, Kelly, right now. And this is so funny for us to episode. Ava was trying to go in there, but they shut the door, trying to go back and said, whatever. So, Will told Kelly, who was the one who told him about flip the vote, because I was not the one who flipped the vote. He said, Keanu, he is the one who told me that you flipped the vote. And she, in the dining room, had a little confession, whatever it's called. She said, I did try to stick my neck out for these people, and they want to, I mean, I'm just, and it's just like so annoying. So, yeah. And Angela said, sorry about that. Angela is saying that, okay, you need to calm down because they can put a target on your back. And then Sat came in there and he's sitting in his diary room. He said, oh yeah, he's like my brother. You know him from like a week and a half. A week and a half. And he's like, my brother does it, whatever. I don't like that. So, it's time for the HH competition, but there's the mystery, and then the masked person stole the HH key and 3 powers. So there's 3 powers and HH key what he's trying to get from. So this is kind of like it's the basement. It's really the basement, like they did in 22. So in this, when you find a power, the box will go up in the air, which I'm just going to throw it up to the same one. And that power, you can't find a power. So, people are looking for the power, and people are looking for a stretch. Right when it starts, because it is pitch black, Ava said, nope, I'm setting my butt down. I don't do like darkness. I don't like darkness, so I'm setting my butt down. And she did. I don't know if they probably told her to do that. Hey, there's some real dark competition. You probably don't want to play if you don't like darkness. But here's the thing. does she get up in the middle of the night and does like do stuff, or does she just like sleep? I don't know. But anyway, so we got one of the powers, and that was one by, I think Kelly was, no, Keanu was the first person who got a power. Now, this power will have his double chance on winning the veto. So if you have a normal veto, but you also have a non-veto. Now, that veto will be a former Big Brother player. Now, this Big Brother player will play in the for Keanu, and if that person, he or she wins, Keanu will come off the bot. Now, if he or she don't win, Keanu will not come off the bot, and he does not win the veto. Now, if you want to know who it is, you can watch my spoiler. I told you I will. I'm not going to do it anymore. So, it does his power. The second one was done by Mitty. And right beside Mitty, I want to say it was Asia, who was right beside Mitty, the one with the whiteboard. And the reason why he said is because when she walked in the thing, it immediately went up, and I heard her did something. And the last part one was by Kelly. Now, Mitty is one where she would defund the HH, but they had 3 minutes to decide on who is the HOH. If those 3 minutes are up, Mitty will be exposed, and they will say who it is. If no one finds out that Mitty has it, Mitty will also throw the HOH. So, and this is before noms. But now Kelly power is so she is to take herself out the bot, but before she can do that, she has to compete in a competition. Now this competition, this will, if she does it, she will hold on nominations. So this is a competition which she will always compete in herself. This is probably like some puzzle or kind of what they did in season 20, Caitlin Holman thing. Where she has to build her face. I don't really know what it is. So she has that, and she wins the competition. She is up the bot, but she does not win this competition. She is not up the bot, and she remains as a nominee. There's that. So with all that, and once Keanu won his power, he was holding his sack hand. He said, "Is this sack?" And he said, "Yeah." He just kind of moved his way around, and this kind of helped Sack to win the competition. But Sack kind of called. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So we got the HH journal, and the HH journal is Jimmy. Jimmy is the HOH. Yay, Jimmy. Anyway, so Jimmy went HOH, they don't the bot boss, blah 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 blah, we don't get. So after all of this, Jimmy is going around. Now Jimmy knows that Kelly has the power, because Jimmy was sitting right beside the power, and Kelly was struggling with where it is, and Jimmy said, "Hey, this is Jimmy, here it is, let me help you." He realizes a veto because he's voted. Now his Nate loser trying to figure out who this is, who won the power. Now he knows one power is won by Jimmy, from Kelly. He's not even won by the other 2 powers. So this week he's going around and release this episode. He's done around and say, if you guys don't tell me who got the power, you're done on the ball. You're done on the ball. Right. It's just like, how he says it was like annoying and disrespectful. Like, Jimmy needs to slow down and calm down, because he's just annoying, and he did his way, but he's not gonna do his way. So, so we all find out what the powers are. Mitty told, I forgot who's the woman, told her, I don't know her name, told her about it, and she was jumping up and down, yay, blah, blah, blah. But there's a catch. So she told her what the catch is. Yeah, so this is the catch. Basically, like I said, but basically it's like, if someone finds out that, I have 3 minutes for someone to find out that I have the power. If someone did not find out that I don't have the power, I would have to keep the power. But if someone does find out, I would not get to keep the power, and I can be on the block. So, she said, this is a good twist, it's not. It's why I come out with like something stupid. It kind of reminds me of like Tuttle, not Tuttle. When Queen has the power last year, it's the AI thing. But the putting the returnees back, one more people to play, I love that because that's amazing. Now all 3 of these powers are good into Charlie, and once that's me in the middle of all this. But when Charlie hits, that's when the powers are up. Okay, that's good. So, yeah. So, after all this, Jimmy's upstairs in the HH room with Rachel, Stat, Amy, and a couple more people, blah, blah, blah. And he said that I know that Kelly has the power because I was right beside Kelly, helping Kelly put it in the box. Which I really think that needs to be illegal. I think in that competition, one choice, I think there needs to be like the seating area in the corner where people that say, hey, they're sitting in the corner, there's their chairs right there. Because I think it's not fair when somebody finds out they had the power. So, but anyway, so it's top of the nominations. In these nominations, he comes down in the HH robe, which he's been wearing on the white beach a lot, and these stupid bright gloves, like boy, it's like, oh my, this is stupid. So his nominations are Keanu, because he caught him out on the street and all this stuff. Amy, which I don't really know why he put Amy on the block. And then, Adrian, and he's just a pawn. But we know Pawn goes home, and I hope he goes home. And when Keanu, when Jimmy was talking to Keanu, he put on his sunglasses and swing back, and I don't really care what you have to say. I honestly don't really care. I hope he wins the veto, or use that veto, and have a former football player come back, and he takes himself out the board, and he wins HH and H3 and put Jimmy on the board, and Jimmy needs to do that. Because he has like this weird attitude, and he's trying to come up with this catchphrase so people can remember him from outside of people that I don't really care. I really don't care. So today he does the Wednesday is 90 minutes. We'll see if Keanu will Keanu use his power. Thursday is eviction and all this stuff. And then Friday's episode was called Unlocked. So, but that's the thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day and night. As usual, I am trying to spoil it out. If this is out before the spoil, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to spoil it out. For night number 12. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Next show. Bye.